Here we are in sunny St Albans. It's turning into April in a couple of days, and I'm out doing another flyer drop. This time, rather than trying to hand them to people's hands and talk to them, I'm going to just put them through letterboxes just around the corner from the Crown. The Crown's just round the corner behind me on this road. So I thought, if anyone's going to make the effort to come out, it's going to be people that live really close. So I'm just going to try and drop a few flyers off. Someone here still got their Christmas lights up. No dogs so far. The thing about doing flyers is that you print like thousands of these things, and it's you just try and give them out to as many people as you possibly can, with the hope that some of them will be of interest. You know, we got 5,000 of these printed, I think, about a year ago, and we've still got loads left. We have them in the pub. We have them on the night, giving them out a few times, and we also do this occasionally. So we just hope that it's gonna get people along, because it's such a fun night. We're getting such good feedback from audience and from the acts themselves as well. The other night, I mean, I was emceeing it, and 2 acts on stage opened and closed their set by saying what a fantastic night it is, how well it's run. And I'm kind of blowing my own trumpet, but you know, we made that extra effort to make this into a really good night. All we really are lacking occasionally is a bit more audience. I mean, we've been really lucky that we've had loads of people along. I'll play you a clip from that night, actually, how I opened the night. It was a lot of fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Comedy in the Crowd. Please give a praise to your host. It's Lee Wilson.
My goodness, this is a fire risk. Hello everyone, welcome to Comedy in the Crowd. Phil, that was Phil at the back who was giving you all instructions.
Hello.
Hello Phil. Hello. Is this the most people we've ever had?
It's certainly the most beautiful.
Oh wow, thank you Phil, thank you. Look, give yourself a round of applause. Lovely stuff, thank you for coming out on a Tuesday night. Hey. Yes. Who's getting drunk? Tuesday night, we've got to work.
So that's really nice. Really nice that we've been able to create this atmosphere of a really friendly night, really welcoming, and the acts are loving performing there, and the audience are enjoying it too. And what we've been able to do is, by asking for a very small donation at the end of the night, we've been able to put that money back into the night and make it look as fantastic as it does. I mean, we've got proper lights now, we've got an amazing sound system. Phil and I are getting a bit better at emceeing as well, I think that's fair to say. I was a bit nervous that I wasn't very good at it, but I'm getting better, I think. The last couple of times I've done it, it's just gone quite nicely. So that's really, really good. In fact, I've just had an email as I'm doing this, a message actually, not an email, from an act who I've booked previously, who's just said, I've heard fantastic stuff about your night, can I get involved? So it's really nice that we've got that kind of that feeling about the whole thing. Just need a few more audience members, so come along. I have to say, doing it this way is a lot less confrontational than handing it to people on the street. This one's got Christmas decorations up as well. Now, here's something I learned when I was a paperboy. You can't leave a a little bit hanging out like that because it shows people that there's no one home. So what you need to do is push it all the way through like this, watch. And everyone's happy. Yeah, I was expecting to see a lot more of these, but I don't think these are junk, but I'm going to respect it, especially since it says in association with R1 security. That could be dangerous. Spoke too soon, didn't I? Sometimes they just kind of whip it out of your hand. Sounds like a small dog, probably alright with that one. Right, I think that's enough. So that's all the flyers given out now, so it's just a case of hoping that some people read them, keep them, and come along. I mean, it's every Tuesday, so those flyers we hand wrote that they're on a Tuesday, and so hopefully people will keep hold of them, and even if they don't pop in next Tuesday, they might do it another Tuesday. Oh, look where I am. It's the Crown. Alright, how you doing? Gosh, it's been a couple of weeks since I recorded the flyer delivery. And I'm pleased to say that we've had really good crowds in the Crown ever since I did that, and not just because of that. I think word is spreading, we're getting repeat people coming back. The pub's really happy with the amount of people we're getting in. Phil and I are really happy with it as well. So all things Crown are going fantastic at the moment. I've done a couple of MCs since that. Phil has done a few as well. He filled in for me when I was a bit ill, actually, which is so good working with someone on a gig. If you run your own gig, definitely run it with someone, because then you kind of got two people working on it. You can rely on the other person to fill in if you can't manage to, you know what I mean? It's just good to kind of collaborate on stuff. And Phil's a great bloke to work with, he really is. I do worry sometimes that I've dragged him along for a ride on this, but he is a grown-up, so if he didn't want to do it, he wouldn't. I think he's enjoying it. So Crown's going well. We're getting towards kind of May now. I mean, I recorded that quite a while ago, but we're getting towards May, and we're actually going to take a break from the Crown during the summer. So we're running it for the whole of May, every Tuesday as usual. But then we break on the 30th of May. I think it's our last gig for this year. Well, not this year, but until the summer. And then we come back in September, which will be our second year birthday. So that'll be a great gig to run. I'm looking forward to doing that one. The reason why we're taking a break is because obviously Edinburgh is coming up. That is a focus for a lot of comedians, so we take a break for that, but that's just August. So there are a lot of reasons why we do have a little break, and one of them is that the room gets very light, and I think one of the key things to make a gig good is for it to be dark for the audience, and for all the lights to just be focused on the stage, because then they've got less inhibitions. They're more likely to laugh if the light is not on them. It just really does make a big difference. So that is one reason. Kids are off school, so not only do I have kids, so I've got to look after them, of course, but so do other acts, and so do audience members, particularly in St Albans. So we tend to see the audience get a bit smaller as well. And it's just nice to have a break. It really is. We've been running this gig every Tuesday now since the beginning of the year, since January, and it's a lot of work. It's a big commitment every single week to be doing it. We've had acts come to every single one. People have dropped out of a few. There's always the last minute trying to fill the spots. We've had audience for the whole time as well. It's been a fantastic year for us, and we just feel like it's time to kind of have that break so I can concentrate on my Edinburgh show, and so Phil can also go on holiday and do various other bits and pieces that he needs to do without having to worry for the Crown for a bit. But we will be back in September, so we haven't yet arranged the date, but there'll be a second birthday party for us in the Crown, which will be fantastic. It'll be great. Last year was amazing, and this year is going to be even better, I'm sure of it. Yes, so I should probably tell you a little bit about Edinburgh then. Of course, Rachel and I are doing a show together this year. We're going up for the first week, which is the 4th until the 11th. Still waiting for our room actually, but that's the dates that we're working on. And I've been trying to pull together all of my best bits of material to try and come up with a set that I think will work. And we did our very first preview on Monday, just gone, in Angel at the Bill Murray, the fantastic Bill Murray. If you're not aware of Angel Comedy and the pub that they've opened, a comedy club in Angel called the Bill Murray, then my God, you're really missing out. It's a fantastic club. All comics love it, of all ranges. So they have people doing their first gig there, they have people doing their work in progress Edinburgh shows, they have celebrities come in. I mean, it's a complete range, it's for everyone. And it runs 7 nights a week. We were lucky enough to get in there to do a preview in their upstairs room, which is it's just like a bedroom really, but it's fantastic. It's a lovely little space where you can fit about 15 people in there. We got 15, and we were able to run through all our material. And it went really well. I mean, I can't really speak for the audience, but for me, from my point of view, they were laughing. Let's just say that, they were laughing, so it was good. But from my point of view, to be able to have that freedom to just kind of have a go at putting all my stuff together with an audience, it was invaluable, and it went really well. It went really well. I might play you just a little snippet because it's old material. A few bits, new bits in there as well, but some old material that you'll have seen before. But this is the Bill Murray.
He did this really weird thing. I didn't know people actually did this anymore, but he went up to the counter, up to the girl there, and when he ordered his coffee, he winked at her. Yeah, do people do that? I don't know. I thought I should give that a go. So I did. I went up and myself. I said, "That guy's really ugly. Can I have a skinny white?" Thrown out. Right? I had to go to Greg's on the other side of the road to get my coffee there. And they go, "Give that shit away."
So that was our first ever preview at the Bill Murray. Fantastic. It was so good to get that opportunity to run through in front of a little crowd that were really supportive. We even got some people in there that we didn't know because we were just expecting it to be friends and a couple of invited guests. But some people just randomly turned up on the off chance that they'd enjoy the show. We got some good feedback from them afterwards saying we were funny. So brilliant, really good. We're going to do more previews, probably do one in the Crown. We're definitely doing one in Tooting, hopefully Kentish Town, and then if we can fit in a few more, that'll be really useful to do that as well. So I tell you what, have a look at 4amcab.com. There's a little gig list link on there, and then you can see where the previews are coming. You can see all my gigs actually as well. But it's good. It's a really good start to our Edinburgh run, if you like. So fantastic work. I'm so thrilled to be able to be doing it. Really am. Good to be doing it with Rachel as well.